Morris, good morning. He was here, but Don had a styrofoam egg thing in his hand and it kind of crinkled. And I think that scared him a bit. You gonna come over? Oh, you've got a big stretch. There you are. Good morning, Morris. Good morning. That's a good boy. There you go. Oh, more stretches. It is a morning, isn't it? Hi, you want to smell my hand? Hi, honey. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, there's Stripey. Well, there comes Candy Apple. Still looks just as clean as from after yesterday because we kept her in the garage. It's not too pollinated in there. Good morning, Tux. Good morning. Good morning. You eat a little more before you stop. Come on, bud. Hi. And sometime late evening, like 10 o'clock, they changed the pickup time until 4:30 today. So, hopefully that does mean they still have what they need to get the job done today. All those maple seeds on the boardwalk look like a wedding where somebody threw flower petals. Oh, the door's not going to open for me. Okay, so Don charged Candy Apple up to 90%, and I don't know what it finished at, but right now it's got 204 miles. Remember, this is a standard range plus Model 3. Totally enough for me to do my typical daily driving, especially on a good weather day. It's 54 out there right now. Actually, that seems just a tad warm, but it's definitely in the upper 40s, low 50s. It's not super cold. Well, we do have some pretty purple and pink tones on the horizon this morning. It's interesting with this car that the left fender shows up a little more easily in the view out the front window. Gas in Fuquay this morning was $3.69. Seriously, $3.69. It was $3.89 at that Sheetz. So it's going to be a typical Tuesday today, but no chiropractor's appointment. The nice lady that runs the PEMF room had a death in the family and wasn't going to be in today, and I decided to just wait until she was back, even though they did offer me to come in anyway. So probably still do Apex and Whole Foods, that kind of thing. I'm actually hoping maybe Tesla will move up the pickup time for Ruby, because it would be most convenient if I could pick her up at 2:30 on the way home from picking up Johnny versus 4:30 or later and have to come back in for a third time. I will if I need to, but you know, it would be more convenient if I only had to make 2 trips into Raleigh today instead of 3. So I was pretty tired last night. You know, we'd had dinner and then I ended up taking a nap for a while, and you know, just having to drive back in that time in the evening is not you know, something what I would normally do, not part of my normal routine. So anyway, it is 53 out there, so hopefully Donna and I can walk when I get back. So in case you get a Model 3 loaner from Hertz and you don't have the ability to set up a phone key and you just have the key card, number one, you should know that it will not lock when you walk away. And you cannot set up, apparently, according to what I read on the screen, walk away door lock unless you set up a phone key.
Right.
Yeah. And then the other thing is when you get out and you know you have your Hertz, your Tesla loaner key card with you, the proper way to lock the car is you hit the lock, all the doors that are going to open. So like the passenger and the driver, hit the door lock icon, which is on the big screen, and then when people all close the door, the car will lock immediately.
Yeah, or you could just, you know, once everybody, if you're not if you stand near the driver's pillar, obviously you can lock it that way too. But you know, if you're just trying to be convenient and you got the key card in your pocket and don't want to take it back out, you can lock all the doors by touching the screen.
By retouching the, or by touching the key card back up to the B pillar.
Right.
Yeah, I actually witnessed that yesterday and trying to unlock the car. I locked the car.
Right.
Well, it wasn't locked, and I didn't know that because all Teslas should be locked when you walk up to them. So in trying to unlock it, I locked it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, this just a, you know, it's kind of getting a feel for what rentals without a phone key setup will, you know, just little stuff that you'll need to keep in mind.
Yeah.
No mowing today, but you know, with games happening every night, I gotta come prep the field daily, scrape it, rake it, you know, put lines back down.
Where are they? They're slacking off. It's Tuesday.
Yeah, and they weren't here last Thursday, and the weather was pretty too.
Yeah.
I mean, they could be inside, but I doubt it. The times they've been inside, they've been in behind that little door there, that little room.
Yeah, and the door's been open.
And I don't see any movement in there.
I feel the pounds coming on. Oh.
You do you?
Yeah.
Well, Don's fasting today because, you know, pay for this sinful cheesecake over the weekend and a beer, and
yeah,
I should fast with you, but somehow I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, that's okay.
We're hot. I already took off my jacket. We just ran a half mile, 1.5 times around the track. That's good for today. So yesterday when I heard that Elon bought 9% of Twitter stock and that it went up like 26% at the time of the article I was reading, I was like, darn, I wish I had thought about him going after Twitter versus trying to reinvent the wheel with a whole new application. I mean, it kind of makes sense, right, that he would want to stay with the platform that he's already comfortable with. You know, it would have been nice to have had an inkling, maybe bought some Twitter stock, then sold it. I mean, it's not that I love Twitter. Matter of fact, the opposite is true. It's too rough for me. But I don't know. If I thought Elon was going to get involved and there was hope that it might really be something, I probably could have got behind that and bought a little bit of stock too. And the reason why I'm making this point is obviously we didn't do that, but and you know, you don't buy when it's high, Donnie, right? Not if you can help it.
Buy high, sell low, that's my motto.
But there was a article that went past my feed yesterday that I didn't click on, and I can't tell you whose article it was. It's probably Bloomberg, implying that the SEC was looking into some purchases of Twitter stock right prior to Elon making his purchase. And of course the headline was implying that he tipped off some friends of his so that they could go buy it and make money on it. And I don't believe that for 1 minute. And I only saw one outlet with a story like that, so I don't know. We didn't see Rob yesterday, right? He was either very late or he didn't have a show yesterday. Tesla Daily, one of the two. But because we're usually checking for him around dinner time, and then we get to watch another TV, and we might miss him till the next day and get caught up then. But you know, Elon is not that stupid. Plus, him and his friends, they don't need to make, you know, money selling small dollar stocks to make a few $1,000 here and there. That's not how that works. So I thought that article was pretty. I mean, yes, please go cross it off. Nope, that wasn't a problem. But like he says, he gets picked on. I think he gets picked on. I think because when you're at the top, they want to look for things to find fault and tear you down. I think that's just human nature, unfortunately. But I feel reasonably confident that that will fade away, that thought process. Now, what's he going to do? Don said maybe that was enough to get him a seat on the board.
Well, yeah, that's the speculation is, it was even an article in the paper today, that this is just the beginning. It's the opening move, and there's going to be more to come.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I think I don't think Elon can get in too much trouble buying the Twitter thing, even if he told people he was going to do it. As long as they weren't officers. He's not, to the best of my knowledge, he's
he's just a private citizen buying stock, and he told his buddy, hey, I'm going to buy some of this stock. I think I'm going to buy it so much, I bet the price goes up. You might want to buy some. I think you're free to do that on stuff that you're not, have no fiduciary responsibility to.
Right.
I think you're good.
Yeah, well, you know, and so what? If there were some smart people out there that had to do with Twitter that had that light bulb come on that said, you know what? Maybe I want to go buy some more stock because Elon's doing an awful lot of talking, and I'm going to hedge my bets he's going to go try to buy us up because I know he has the funds to do that. I mean, I'm not saying that happened, but if it did, how could you prove it? You know, why the people were motivated to buy.
Well, that stock investing is like reading tea leaves. Contrary to popular belief, everybody thinks there's this magic formula. You put the numbers in at the top, you turn the handle, and the right buys and sells come out at the bottom.
Right.
There ain't nothing about stock. It's all human emotion, gut feelings. I'm thinking. There's certainly fundamentals that do move things, but Tesla stock is a perfect example. It goes down when it should go up, and it goes up when it should go down if you follow all those, you know, numbers games. So it's an art. It's got nothing to do with some magic formula. So those guys who sniff and just kind of have a gut feeling it might be the right time to buy some Twitter stock, they're just playing a good hunch.
No chiropractor today, but I am headed to Guardian Angel Apex. All right, in the news, Elon Musk joins Twitter's board of directors. Guess we saw that coming, huh? Yep. I did hear from Tesla. They're working on Ruby. They still hope to have the work completed today. Yes, it ran over yesterday. I get it. I'm not sure which is taking longer, the steering wheel issue or the cameras. I can't seem to quite get that detail. And they hope to update me in an hour to let me know how things are going. I'm a little hesitant to get food at Whole Foods and then maybe get lucky and need to swap cars on the way out of town. I don't know. But we'll play it by ear, just do the best I can. You know, we're moving out of winter and into summer and warmer temps, but we're also near the end of the school year too, so things cycle around. But I have heard from the Tesla service, so that's a good thing. Uh-oh. I can't tell what's wrong, but I think GA is open. It looks like the spot is open down here on the end next to the stripe painted area, so I'm gonna take that and hope for the best. I think I can get pretty close to the cement, and you know, usually everybody else wants higher up. It says caution wet paint, but I don't know what paint's supposed to be wet. I'm finding lots of good stuff in here for me and Michelle today. This is $2.89. At the mall, they went $30 for these specialty cat bowls. This is going to Connor. It's half of what a seller on eBay is asking for. And then these really hard rubber shoe things. That is a really cute Easter Bunny nutcracker. It just needs a little touch up on the watch face. Huh. Should I? I have a collection of unique nutcrackers. If Michelle was here, I would tease her about getting these pants. Remember the pants with all the zippers from last week? Well, no zippers here, but pocket fabric. I love that, and it's way too big. All right, I have an update from Tesla service. They are waiting on switches to come in for the steering wheel and haven't been able to finish Ruby up. I have sent them back a question asking if that's possibly going to be today, and I'm waiting for a response. Meanwhile, I'll just enjoy driving around in Candy Apple. So as per normal, it takes me 20 minutes to get downtown. I need to leave here. I should leave by 1:50. So I've got right at 30 minutes, which will be plenty for Whole Foods today. It is a pretty car. Don and I, as we were getting out of it this morning after our walk, though, were reminded why we don't have a Model 3, because we both have trouble getting in and out of it. So one thing about the Model 3 is that when people are loading stuff up in the back, if you want to communicate with them, you have got to roll down the window, because you can't open the door, and if you open the back, you know, the seat is muffling most of the sound, and I'm used to opening doors, and I just forgot to roll down the window. I was trying to communicate with Johnny, and it's not his fault. He can't hear me back there, and I'm just not used to. So that is a consideration. So I had another update from the service center, and the part they need for Ruby, they're trying to source it out of Georgia. And they said they think they can have it here either Friday or Monday, and to please keep the loaner, and they'll keep me updated. So, I mean, I wish I had Ruby back, but I'm going to stay calm and patient, and I'm going to enjoy the loaner. What else can I do? And appreciate having the loaner. And, yeah. So Miss Ruby, it's the steering wheel part, not the camera part. And the scroll button and the horn issue that's caused this hiccup, not the camera upgrade. Don's in the process of replacing the battery in the garage door opener and putting it in candy apple for me. So if I'm going to be in the car for a few more days, it's worth it. The garage door opener is just Velcroed to the wall, so it's easy to move. I thought I would show you that the phlox had opened up here underneath the Japanese maple and was looking really pretty. And of course the creeping Jenny is coming back to life and also looking pretty, but not as handsome as my Tux. Hey, bud. We pulled up and he was asleep on the back step. He's such a good boy. Aren't you, buddy? Aren't you, bud? Hi. He goes, don't stop, Mom. Don't stop. Don't stop for the Tux man. Wow, we got this safety recall notice from Tesla today. What do you want to bet it's for one of those software things that's already fixed? This was for the seatbelt chime not chiming sometimes when it was supposed to. And yes, it's already fixed in 2021.43.101 or 10.1.1, I guess. I don't have my glasses on. Or later, or 2022.4.5, which I think Ruby's running.
There she is. That's my grass cutting machine girl.
Right. Propel, baby. More power.
Yeah, that's right. She's already used up one battery. She's on her second battery. Greatest thing I ever bought was that electric lawnmower. She loves it. Which means I don't have to cut the grass. I just have to stay out of her way.
You gotta get it done before it rains.
Yeah, it's gonna rain here.
If it finishes, I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah, she's on a mission. She's on a mission.
It did finish, but about 10 to 15 minutes after it started raining. I was glad to get it all done. It didn't start out that way. First I was just going to do the backyard, then I was going to just do up at the street, then I was just going to do on the other side of the bridge, and then I was like, how could I leave the front yard? So I'm glad I got it all in. I'm sure with the rain and the temps and it being springtime, it'll need it again sooner than I want it to. And it doesn't seem like we're getting any bad weather, just gentle rain. There's not even a breeze. You guys doing good? Staying dry? That's good, kitties. Panther's on the right, Gray's on the left. Hi. Hello. Good kitties. Well, I hate to get Candy Apple wet and dirty when she's clean, but it is what it is. Johnny's got Taekwondo. At least she's not a sticky pollen mess because she's clean versus a ton of pollen and becoming paste. So that's good. I was very relieved that the wipers came on, because I'll be darned if I remember how to get the wipers on in the 3 or the Y. I'm sure I could have figured it out. It's probably on this control screen. But they just kind of came on, so all is good. I do need a couple of things from Walmart, so I'm gonna walk in. I'm not quite as far out as normal, but I'm pretty far out. There's nobody near me. Hopefully everyone wants closer than I am. And I checked, and there's 2 USB-A ports in this car. No cables, of course, and the little pad is not hooked up. The apparatus to hook the pad up isn't in the car. I'm gonna grab a cable for my phone for tomorrow before I run out of juice. Although the new phone is still pretty good on battery. You know, how long it keeps the battery. I can go most of the day. It is a nasty night out there. Johnny actually needed a new umbrella, so I bought him one at Walmart. It started really coming down heavier while I was in there, and I used his. Oh, that was just great. We waited forever for that light too. Something must be wrong with it. And then I used this brand new umbrella to get back out to the car. So good news, Samsung deposited the money into our account for the refrigerator, and it's close minus taxes to what we paid. So if they prorated it, they didn't prorate it too much. We're just happy to have gotten the vast majority of the cost of the refrigerator back to go towards the other refrigerator, the new one. I have to say that I do think with all that fuss that they gave us, because you know this ordeal started on January the 26th, that having gone out and bought a new Samsung refrigerator did go a little ways towards them working with us. That's just a feeling I have, not, you know, one of the agents, oh, it's this new Samsung, you know, it's just sort of, I don't know. But anyway, that was good news. I don't think we're going to see any severe weather, but we do have a flood advisory, and it's supposed to keep raining like this until 11-ish. Well, I'm sorry, Candy Apple. You work nice and clean. Poor baby. Hopefully the rainwater doesn't usually spot and you'll dry and life will be good. I just thought I would demo the different door here on the 3. Is it not going to open? There it goes. It's a little less, I'm not used to plugging jewels in. It's basically the same door, but the comment I was going to make for the people watching that are not Tesla drivers is, you know, these wands, they open up all the Tesla charge port doors on all the SX3 and Y. And that's just a pretty cool, I think. And I don't think it's quite 8:30 yet. I think it's just negotiating with the charger. Oh, you know, it actually might have started. Is it after 8? It's got to be. My watch has a weather alert on it. Yeah, it's 8:09. Okay, so that's because this car doesn't have scheduled charging. So if you plug it in, it just starts. Says it's going to take 4 hours to charge. And she's currently at 80 miles. So, you know, 90% in this car is about 80% in Ruby. And I'm ending the day on about the same number of miles as Ruby, give or take a few. So it's pretty, even though the efficiency, the watt hours per mile is comparable, it's really not much difference. I mean, you know, it's really not. Because Ruby usually ends somewhere between 65 and 85 miles at the end of the day, depends on what day of the week and stuff. So anyway, Candy Apple is charging up for tomorrow. Yeah, and I'm just confirming in there. I can open this up so we can see it better. Oh, that got rid of the charging screen. Oops. Anyway, it is set to charge up to 90. And that was fine for today. That was fine for the day, so it should be fine for tomorrow too.